Alrighty guys, another time in the RCSparks studio in the shop. It is build time. You've already read the title. I know you know what it is, but I'm going to go into it anyway. I know some of you watched me build with the team the Lesu smaller, it was supposed to be a Komatsu. I changed it into a Kobelco or Kobelco or however you want to pronounce it, into the blue one. You can see it's over on the shelf there, right there. Now that is a nice excavator. It works very well, but it is definitely no Goliath, and that's what I need on YouTube Gold. And around the mine site, right? I could use a huger machine. Now, Lesu actually has a larger excavator, the 374, and it is a giant from what I've seen in the videos. Now, this is the box right here. Look at this. Over 70 pounds. It's 35 kilograms. I tried to lift this up at the loading bay. I was shocked at the weight and very excited to see what's inside the box. So let's go ahead and start ripping right into it. Look at this. I'm 5'11". This thing is enormous. Let's kind of give you guys an idea. Ready? Listen to this. Solid. Look at the branded box right there. This is like the big moment. I wish the guys were here right now so we could all check this out together, but we will do it virtually through the power of the internet. Let's have a look. Ta-da! Well, you can tell that it's not the lid that weighs all that. Wow, the B0001 BA. That's going to stand for badass in my book. If this is what I think, I've got so much work ahead of me. Oh man, what am I looking at right out of the gate? They say Lesu, the company that makes this, says there is 102 hours of welding in every single kit, which I find fascinating. Wow, look at this boom arm, the main boom arm. Oh. Dude, I can barely fit in all in the frame. I feel like if we had any ladies watching right now, they'd be insisting that it was painted black. Let's keep going. Let's see what's inside the box. Look at all, this is where all the rams are. This time I'll be painting the rams. Last time I left them, but you can kind of see why, because they have hydraulic fluid on them as well, because they're all tested first, right? Okay, so there are the rams. This is one thing that I noticed about doing the last excavator build, is everything is basically individually packaged. Oh man, look at that. It's even got a KiT plate. I noticed the KiT decals in here. Look at it, says right on it, KiT 374FL. So cool. These are all water decals, right? You cut them out, you activate them with water, you slide them off, they slide onto the model after it's been painted. I got a ton of work ahead of me. These are going to be the track rollers. Things are going to be kind of hard for you guys to see, so here, I'll try to just kind of lay a lot of this out and then I'll catch up with you in a minute. And just like that, look at that, the magic of editing and TV. Isn't that nice? All laid out for you to look at. Let's just take a moment and really take a step back and appreciate how many pieces are here. A lot of people may look at a video like this and feel very intimidated right away, and some of you should be. This is more of an advanced build, intermediate at least. But really, with a good instruction book, and Lesu is a company that has a good instruction book at least, most of the pictures are correct. I haven't looked at this one, but my previous excavator book was mostly correct. You know, you can muddle your way and work your way through this stuff pretty easily. Like, what are we looking at? These are actually the rollers. I thought these ones over here were the rollers. They may be, but these are actually for the tracks. Look at the size of this bucket, you guys. I'm just beside myself. In fact, I'm not going to take my other bucket off, but this is the upgraded bucket. This is the Siberian tooth bucket off of my RC four-wheel drive 4200. The 4200 is a larger machine than the smaller Kobelco I built earlier. It's actually larger. The little Komatsu there, it's a little bit smaller. So it was always my go-to excavator. But look at this. Like that bucket it's almost like a bucket and a half, right? And that is a large bucket. Let's keep going on the table. What do we have here? This is going to be the top tray. I'm assuming it's going to sit like this. All of this, look at all the joints on this. Let's see if we can get you in there, right there. Look at the tolerances in there. It's like mint. It's not what I would normally expect. But from Lesu, I'm starting to expect it more and more. Look at this. Comes with the electronics. So here's 6 different servos that's going to be controlling the hydraulic valve. Look at the valve block. All of this has been cut out as well. This is all aluminum. You can see the marks from the machine right there. So they've redesigned the valve block since the last time I had an issue. There's the pressure valve right there, I believe. I haven't looked into it, but I am assuming that's what that is. I had an issue with the hydraulic system on the little one, but then when they watched the video of me having a problem, they changed it. Look at this giant motor. This is the same type of motor, Rookie, if you're watching, one of my buddies, this is the same type of motor that they have in the 4200 XL. It's a humongous, enormous pump, but it's absolutely stellar. I wonder how loud it's going to be. One of the things I heard about this excavator is it's exceptionally quiet, which I'm looking forward to seeing. This will be the turret. This will turn the whole top. This is the turret gear and transmission and motor. So that's what's going to be able to turn it left and right. Here is the 360 degree. This is actually quite heavy. This is the center part. I can't think of the name right now. It's gone right out of my head. But this is actually what allows the turret to move. I know the people that do know will let me know in the video comment section because I have forgotten at this point. But this is the bearing that allows everything to turn around 360. You don't ever have to worry about the wires getting tangled up inside because basically it's a ring on the inside that makes a constant connection wherever it is. It tells the electronic speed control to move back and forth with that connection. Look at these. If you've never seen this type of excavator before, this is not something that you can pick up for like $200 or $300. You can be expecting to pay upwards of $4,000 US for something like this. I know. But it is 1/14 scale. All of these hydraulic brass lines are functional. So things like thumbs and different options are available for you. Look at that. I've even seen, hydraulic hammers to break apart concrete and whatnot. Oh, this is a nice weighted piece. Listen to this. That's solid right there. That's some of the weight right there. The cab, obviously pretty easy to identify. Look at this. This is another thing I like about the Lesu products. They always come with their own tools. So even like if you have like a nut driver, look at that. 2 different nut drivers, and then all of the, and these are like fairly decent quality. I've never had any snap on me, any of those hex drivers. There is the top platform that everything's going to be built on. What I love about this, and having built this before, this is also a very heavy piece. This is where the fan is going to go. In fact, it's a radiator. Look at this. Now, on the last one, mine didn't work. Now, I know that they've made changes, like I said, since that point, but I think this one is going to be massive. This is where all the hydraulic fluid goes through this radiator to help cool it off. Now, I have heard that they have a little bit of an issue. Maybe this is in an older model where the hydraulic oil was coming up through the overflow area when it was too hot. So if you're living in a warm area where you're like up into like the 95 degrees plus, you can, kind of expect that you're going to have expansion of that hydraulic fluid. I'm probably talking in tongues to most of you here, different language. Look at these. These are the f***ing teeth for the bucket, guys. It's like the size of my thumb for one tooth. Is that crazy? 4 different teeth. Here's going to be the side cutters for on the side of the bucket. These are going to be mounted up over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth, and then 2 cutters on either side. Another cooling fan, 2 more cooling fans, and then come on down here. Look at this beautiful piece. This is a brushless motor. That is a brass weighted piece on the outside. All of this must weigh, I'm going to have to guess, 2 pounds by itself. Maybe just 1.5 pounds, but regardless, there is a brushless motor on the inside of that, on the inside. Going to hook up to, look at these. These are also weighted, very, very heavy. You can see the different layers on the inside. Let's see if I can get the zoom working there for you. Look at the different layers of metal. All of that. Like, this is a nice piece. I left this upside down to demonstrate where all these rollers are going to end up going, right? The track rollers. And then here it is flipped the other way around with the rollers on the bottom. And like, just weighted, everything weighted down. Unbelievable. So now you can see I've got a huge build ahead of me. Lots on the go. I've got a lot of painting I've got to do first before I even attempt building this. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be very excited for me to get this out onto the mine site, and I'll do my very best to get it out there as soon as possible. But apart from making my regular weekly shows, now I have to go ahead and paint this off camera and get all of that done, plus run the mine site, plus get out to the backyard trail park and all that, you know. Wow. But I wanted to share the unboxing with you of the new Lesu excavator, the big giant that I'm able to afford to get here. I know the mother is out there, the Italian excavator, but I got to tell you, I am just not able to afford such a beautiful piece like that. That's like the tippy top crown dog. And if I didn't have all my other pieces of equipment to take care of, I'd probably get one. But I'll tell you what, I am excited about this Lesu 374 big cat excavator, and I hope you guys are too. Please drop me a like, click. We'll see you in the next episode. And if you can't get outside and have fun with RC, at least, you know, build one. Do your maintenance. And if you don't have one, watch some videos about it. Heck, why not? Get inspired. Bye, guys. Wow, this bucket it looks like it should be on the front of my loader, not on the front of my excavator. This thing is going to be a Goliath.